Women's mental health includes the psychological, emotional, and social well being of women. And it deserves attention because women face unique challenges that can disproportionately impact their mental health, ranging from hormonal fluctuations, societal expectations, and increased vulnerability to certain mental conditions. Mental health issues are prevalent among men and women, but some certain conditions are more common in women. For instance, are twice as likely as men to experience depression. Also, women are more likely to experience anxiety disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder. Additionally, women are also more likely to develop eating disorders and self-harm. I've been away for some time, but I am back. I'm glad I'm back, and this time I am back with something very big. In the next couple of weeks, we'll be looking at a series titled Her Mind Matters. It's a journey through women mental health. Mental health is a part of women that nobody talks about. It is being neglected, and that is why in this series we are going to dissect mental health as it affects women. Let's talk about what it really is. How does it affect women? Why does it deserve attention? And a whole lot of things concerning women's mental health. So join me as we'll deal with this series, and I promise you, you're going to love it. In today's video, we're looking at the first episode in this series, and that is what women mental health really is and why it deserves attention. So you have to stay glued to this channel. Grab your popcorn and a cup of juice and sit tight. Let's talk about this very interesting topic. Do not forget also to leave me a comment. Share your own experience. It might be personal experience, it might be experience from somebody that you know in your neighborhood. It might help somebody out there. And also, you have to like this video and share it so that every woman will get to know this. Now, why does women mental health deserve attention? For the sake of this video, I will be sharing 5 important factors why I feel that women mental health deserves attention. Factor number 1, the biological factor. Women experience a lot of hormonal changes throughout their lives, ranging from menstruation to pregnancy to postpartum and even menopause. And these changes can significantly affect their mood and mental health. Let's talk about the menstrual cycle. For some ladies, menstruation is normal, is nothing, is seamless. But for most ladies, menstruation can be something else. You will see a lady during menstruation, you will think she traveled, but she just end up going through pain, depressed, with a shattered mood. They have to take pain relief. They have to take pills before they can be able to go through that particular cycle. That is what most women go through. So you can see that these changes of estrogen and progesterone, it disorganizes the body system, changes mood, and a whole lot of things comes with it, including depression and anxiety. So you can imagine a lady who have to stay indoors for 5 or 6 days because of pain, because of the pain, he cannot just associate, he cannot come out there, he's just indoors, going through the pain, being depressed, going through mood changes because of that menstrual cycle. What about pregnancy? Pregnancy is a different ball game altogether. For some women, pregnancy is a sweet journey. It's sweet. It's not a big deal. But for most women, pregnancy is a big deal. Starting from the very first trimester, with all the estrogen and the progesterone, in the system, a whole lot of things go wrong. There is depression, there is anxiety. Is it the morning sickness? Is it the weird cravings? A whole lot of things. So you can see how pregnancy, menstruation, and even menopause can affect the mental health of women. So the awareness has to be out there that women at this point of their life, they need support. Don't just see a lady going through a menstrual cycle, going through pains, being depressed, and you just look at it and say it is normal, you walk away. At that point, that woman needs all the support that she can get. She needs to be reassured. She needs to be shown love. Factor number 2, societal pressures and expectations. Women face a lot of societal pressure and expectations that can add to their stress, contribute to anxiety, and even cause depression. One of these pressures are the caretaker mindset. It is believed that women are caretakers. We are the ones to take care of everybody and everything around us. We take care of the home, We take care of our husbands, we take care of the children, we take care of our parents, our mother-in-law, and everybody that needs to be taken care of. And not just that, we do this care only. At times we juggle it with work, at times with pregnancy and everything that comes with it. So you can see that it's a whole lot. So this mindset that women are caretakers, it is just our duty to take care of everything. At times it can be overwhelming. It can be overwhelming and it can affect our mental health so badly. What about the superwoman mindset? It is believed that women are superhuman beings. We can do anything. We can do multitask. We can do 10 things at the same time. And at times, this thing is overwhelming, honestly. But because of the mindset that women are strong, I can do this, I can pull through. I have my auntie did it, my mom went through it, my mom trained 7 of us all by herself. So I have 4 children, I have 5 children. Why can't I do same? I can do it. Even when they know they need help, they just want to pull through. This can be overwhelming. It can take a toll on our mental health. So let's be guided. Let this superwoman mindset not land us into depression. If at any point you cannot just continue, you need help, you need assistance, don't hesitate to speak out. I always advocate this in all my videos. When you feel at any point that you can't take it anymore, speak out. Don't pretend. Don't just bear the burden all alone, because it takes a toll on our mental health. It adds to your stress. It adds to your stress. And before you know it, you can land yourself in depression. What about the perfectionism aspects of this biological, of this societal factor we're talking about? Culturally, it is believed that women should be a perfect mom, they should be the perfect wife, they should be the perfect employer. We should just be perfect in everything we do. And this perfectionism mindset has landed so many women into depression, because we believe that this is what is expected of me. It is expected of me to deal with this. It is expected of me to handle all this all by myself. I have to do it because Madam A did it, because Lady C did it. So I too, I can do it. I want to be that perfect mom. I want to be that perfect wife. I do not want to disappoint anybody. I don't want anybody to say otherwise. Having this mindset, then you go through. So that is why some women, they go through abuse in their marriage, and nobody knows. They do not talk about it. They go through abuse. They go through a whole lot of traumatic experience in their marriage. But because of this cultural belief that you should make a perfect wife. My mom was a perfect wife. So I too, I have to be a perfect wife. Notwithstanding what you're passing through in your marriage. No, 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 no. Let this perfectionism mindset not land us into trouble. So that is why, if at any point you feel that your life is no longer safe, if at any point you feel like you are losing your mind, you have to run. You have to speak out. You have to let the world know. Let somebody know. Talk to somebody. Talk to people. Seek guidance. Seek help. So you don't go through all these things alone, in your head, all by yourself, and end up in depression. Some people never live to tell the story. So let's be guided. Factor number 3: vulnerability to certain health conditions. Some mental health conditions, such as anxiety and depression, are more prevalent in women than in men. Depression is twice as common in women as in men, and it is being triggered by factors like hormonal fluctuations, gender-based violence, and chronic stress. Anxiety also is more common in women than in men. Whatever panic disorders and phobias, all these disorders are also more common in women than in men. You can see that most of these mental health issues, women are mostly at risk of them than in men. That is why we should be careful. Now, brain chemistry. Societal expectations to keep calm and go through all, and hormonal responses to stress has caused women to go through a lot of mental health issues, including anxiety and depression. Women have this tendency to internalize stress and trauma. They can just keep it all to themselves, go through stress, just like I said before, go through a whole lot of traumatic experience, keep calm, just bear it all alone. And this has affected their mood, giving them low mood, low self-esteem, and constant feeling of sadness. And this is very, very bad when it comes to our mental health. Point number 4, the social and economic factor. Women's mental health is shaped by a mix of social and economic factors that influences their emotional well-being, their stress level, and even access to care. Now, one of these factors is the violence and abuse. Women are highly at risk of domestic violence, emotional abuse, sexual assault, and all these are linked to is strongly linked to causing post-traumatic stress disorders. Cultural stigma around mental health can prevent women from speaking out. They just want to go through all the traumatic experience, the emotional torture, all alone without speaking out because of the stigma associated to it. Another thing is social support network. When women do not have this support system, they don't have this system where women are being discussed, where women speak out, where they share their minds and they share their experiences so that they can seek support. When this system is not there, women will have no option than to go through all the stress all by themselves because they have nobody to talk to. There's no circle where they can come out and share their thoughts, share their burden, share their experience. Then they just go through all these things all by themselves, and it is very, very detrimental to their mental health. Point number 5, and the very last point I want to talk about today: stigma and lack of access. Now, this is the shame, the judgment, and the negative attitude that the society attached to women when it comes to mental health. And for women, it can show up in several ways. It can show up through cultural expectations, it can show up through consequences, mom guilt. Some women, they feel that when they admit to depression, when they admit that they cannot, that something is not okay with them, that they need help, that people will call them a bad mom, that the family people will be disappointed in them. So for this reason, they prefer to keep quiet. They prefer not to just speak out because of this stigma that is attached to women mental health. If you have watched up to this point, I am sure that with this point we just made mention and everything that I have talked about here in this video, you can agree with me that women's mental health deserves attention. It is being neglected. Nobody talks about it. Even at times, we the women, we neglect the mental health issues ourselves by not speaking out, by refusing to let people know how we feel. So every woman needs to give attention to her mental health. You have to first of all help yourself before the society can help you. So if you find value from this video, if you know that this mama here is doing a good job, support me by hitting the subscribe button, like the video, leave me a comment, let's engage, then share this video so that see you again in my next video.